Hello everyone, and welcome to the next edition of your PE lessons. I hope you've been enjoying the PE lessons so far. It looks as though lots of you have been getting involved. But for this week, I thought we'd mix it up a little bit. Next week, you've got an additional 2 days off school, which means including the weekend, you've got 5 days where maybe all the family are around and you might be doing something other than schoolwork. And so we wanted to try, to mix up our PE lessons a little bit, but also to give you something that you can do with your families this weekend. Now, there's only 3 of us. There's me, Miss Day Martino and Ava, who you'll be seeing in a minute, making fools of themselves. But we're going to make the most of these games just with 3 of us. So even though some of these games would be brilliant with many more people, we'll do what we can and we'll have some fun. So, there's a range of different games for you, some inside, some outside, some you'll need some apparatus for, but I hope you enjoy them. Good luck! Okay, so the first game is something called balance beam, okay? Now, we're lucky, we've got a garden and we can use a line of bricks, which I'll show you in a minute, but you can equally do this game using a piece of string on the floor, a piece of tape on the floor, or simply if you've got some lines on your kitchen floor, you could follow those. So you don't need a line of bricks, you can do it any way at all, okay? So let's have a look at these range of games on balance beam. Okay, so the first skill, can Ava walk across the balance beam without touching either side? Go. Followed by Miss Day Martino. But the cat doesn't look like he's going to get involved. Next one. Can Ava go backwards across the balance beam without touching either side?
Go. Oh my God.
She's out.
Exactly.
Miss Day Martino is also out. Well, they were clearly rubbish. Next activity. Are you able to walk from one end of the balance beam to the other without spilling a drop of water? That was too easy. Ava, why don't you try and put one on your head? So, if carrying it in 2 hands was too easy, why don't you try it balancing on your head? Ava failed. Miss Day Martino?
I was too scared. Hey, that's cheating. Qualifying.
Round of applause for Miss Day Martino. Well done. So, I'm sure that you could think of some other games to go along with these beams. Have fun. Right, your next challenge. This is a staple of UK sports days. Certainly used to be when I was a kid. Normally quite often done by the parents as well. So parents, make sure you get involved. For this, you're going to need 1 egg each and 1 spoon each. This is the classic egg and spoon race. So, here we are at the start of our egg and spoon race. Their challenge is to get all the way round the house once without dropping their egg. On your marks, get set, go! Okay, so as you could tell from that commentary, the egg and spoon race didn't go very well. So in order to judge who the winner is, we need to look at whose egg broke the furthest. Ready? This egg belongs to this loser.
Rude.
This egg belongs to this loser. But Miss Day Martino's the winner because she got the furthest.
Yay!
Okay, now that you've cleared up all the mess that you made with the eggs, it's time for our next challenge. This really, you need more than 3 people with. You certainly need more than 3 people with. The least you could do it with is 4 really. This is the 3-legged race. And for this, you're going to need a piece of string, a piece of rope, a pair of tights, a tie, anything that you can use to tie 2 pairs of legs together. Let's see how it works. So, 2 people standing together, you tie up their middle legs. Let's see how they get on. Right, now you've had a go at the 3-legged race, it's time to do another staple of school sports days from when I was a kid. This is the wheelbarrow race. Just like the 3-legged race, there's only really point if there's 4 of you. You can make the track as long or as short as you like. Let's see how they get on. So, assume the position, one person arms down, legs in the other one's hands. Wheelbarrow race! Ava doesn't look too impressed. Stay Martino's doing all the work. So the next game, all you need really is an orange, but you could also do this with a ball or a balloon. Your job is to get from the start to the finish, walking back to back with the orange jammed between your back. Let's see how they get on. Go. Very good.
Yay!
So the next activity you can do inside or you can do outside. This is scavenger hunt. One way of doing this would be to write all the letters of the alphabet down on a piece of paper, put them all into a bag. Somebody draws out a letter at random and people have to go as quickly as they can and find any object that begins with that letter. We're not going to do the letters in a bag. I'm just going to shout out a letter for these 2 and see who can get that object and bring it back to me the quickest. Let's give it a go. Okay, ladies. Your task is to be the first one back to me with an object that begins with the letter T.
T? I don't know what that is. What is it? Warner? Oh, twig!
Twig!
Well done.
damn.
Miss Day Martino got a twig. She's the winner. One more.
Yeah. I'm very competitive.
First one back to me with something beginning with the letter B.
Oh!
Go, 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 go!
Hi, croissant.
Ava brings back a brush, even though standing right next to her was her bike.
Oh,
Your next challenge is the Oreo challenge. You don't have to use an Oreo, that's just what we've chosen. Balance your chosen treat somewhere on your face. Ava's gone for just below her eye. And your task is, without your hands, to move that with your facial muscles into your mouth. Go, Ava.
Oh.
Ah! She failed, but she can have the Oreo anyway. Okay, and for our final game, I think this is probably the funniest. You'll have a right laugh with this. For this game, you are going to need a pair of tights with a tennis ball. The tennis ball goes inside the tights, and then the next thing you need is somebody's head. Miss Day Martino looks ready. Here is her challenge. A set of bottles and cups lined up in a row. She needs to use the ball at the end of her tights to knock as many bottles over as quickly as she can. Obviously, if there's more than one of you, get 2 pairs of tights, 2 tennis balls, 2 obstacle courses, and race each other. Miss Day Martino, when you're ready, go! No hands.
That's really hard.
not circle them.
I'm trying not to. Hang on, it's circling. Can I stop it?
1, 2. Right, timer. So now it's Ava's turn. Hands behind your back. Off you go, Ava.
Oh,
1.
Good, good.
Stop swinging. Stop swinging.
Very
2.
good. Oh.
Back up.
Go on to the next cup.
Okay.
Oh, she got it.
yay.
3, 4,
Yay.
5.
Oh my gosh.
It's not as easy as it looks. It's not as
Really?
easy as it looks. So, I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of fun for the week ahead. See how many of those games you can fit in before the end of next week. And of course, we need to see the videos of you making idiots of yourselves, especially with that last game. That's a good bit of fun. So goodbye from me,
Goodbye, good luck.
Bye.
Have fun.
and goodbye from Croissant. Bye-bye.
Bye.